Hi everybody, my name is Sera Jo. This week I'm co-hosting music lessons with Carlos. See you!
Welcome everybody to another live session in music lesson webinar with Carlos. Today we will cover different topics such as ear training, music theory, keyboard skills, chord progressions, and contemporary voicings. We also have some new piano tutorials, so stay tuned and let's get started. Okay, it's great to be here, and thanks to Sera Jo for this great tutorial on a Yellow Jacket song. Yeah. So, and later on, yeah, we're gonna talk about this this song too. So, but now, why don't we start? And I wanna just change my camera setup. Okay, good, and here, okay, I'm all set. I want to do some warm-ups and then we're going to continue. We have a lot of things to do today. So I want to do a keyboard warm-up that I do with most of my students, and I want to share with you. Yeah, whenever I want to improvise, whenever I want to work with some material, yeah, I work with this warm-up. And So I'm gonna guide you through this. Yeah, we're gonna explore just very quickly all the 7 different spaces that we have available on the keyboard. So space number 1 would be just to play 2 hands together on our keyboard. Then space number 2, 2 hands in the bottom. Space number 3, 2 hands on top. Space number 4, 2 hands in the middle crossed. Space number 5, or next space, yeah, 2 hands on top crossed. And then 2 hands wide apart. Yeah, that's a bit of a warm-up that I like to do. Yeah, it takes 30 seconds. Again, I'm gonna guide you. Yeah, 2 hands in the middle. 2 hands on the bottom. 2 hands on top. 2 hands in the middle crossed. Bottom crossed. Top crossed. And 2 hands wide apart. Okay, yeah, I call this a little warm-up, open space. Yeah, it takes 30 seconds, and then I'm in a different space. You know, I'm ready to start playing, improvising, and doing many things. Okay, so now I wanna go to, let's work with some ear training. And last time, yeah, we said that we were gonna work on intervals, but maybe not fourths yet. I wanna work with thirds, diatonic thirds, ascending and descending. Okay, so how are we gonna work with diatonic thirds? We're gonna be on major keys, yeah? So a prerequisite for this work is just to be able to play major scales in different keys and be able to sing them using a movable do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, or in another key, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. So this is a basic prerequisite to do this kind of work, yeah? But maybe even if you cannot do it well, it still is gonna work. So I'm gonna play a major triad, and then I'm gonna ask you to sing do, mi, or re, fa, mi, sol, fa, la, sol, ti, la, do, ti, re, yeah, and I'm gonna be changing keys and changing keys. So why don't we start? I wanna start in the key of G. We're gonna sing do, mi. I'm gonna wait a couple seconds for you to catch on, and here we go. Do, mi. And let's go to another key. Now I would like you to sing re, fa. Re, fa. And let's move on to another key. Now I would like you to sing mi, sol. And E flat. Mi, sol. Now we're gonna move to another key. We're gonna move to the key of A. And I would like you to sing fa, la. Fa, la. And let's go to another key. Let's go to the key of F. And we're gonna sing sol, ti. Sol, ti. And let's move to another key. And we're gonna sing la, do. Okay, so here we go. La, do. And let's move to another key. And we're gonna sing ti, re. Ti, re. Okay, so this is a unique way of working with intervals, yeah, instead of just working with intervals in an abstract way and not related to a scale at all. So here we're working with intervals in relationship to different chord scales, and also we're learning to hear the color of an interval in relationship to a scale or a chord. Yeah, so it's different type of oral perception development. Yeah, and that's a one that I've been working for many years in different schools and with great results. Yeah, so, and it works beautifully, yeah, once we combine it with chord scale harmony or jazz harmony. So now we're going to work with thirds, diatonic thirds descending. So I'm going to be in any key, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. I'm in the key of C now, and I'm going to ask you to sing do, la, or re, ti, or mi, do, fa, re, sol, mi, la, fa, ti, sol, and that's our group of diatonic descending thirds. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to choose any key at random, B flat. We're going to sing the first group, do, la. Do, la. And we're moving on to another key, key of D. We're going to sing re, ti. Re, ti. See how I wait and sing before I play. Yeah, so really I'm exercising my musical mind for this. So let's go to another key. Let's go to G flat. G flat, and we're going to sing mi, do. Mi, do. Let's do it again. Mi, do. And let's go to B. We're going to play B, and let's sing fa, re. Fa, re. And let's go to another key. Let's go to the key of E. And let's sing sol, mi. Sol, mi. In whatever octave. Yeah, this is not vocal training. This is oral training, ear training. So now let's go to A flat. I'm going to sing la, fa. Okay, in A flat. La, fa. La, fa. And one last one. Let's go to D flat. I'm playing a D flat triad. Now we're going to sing Ti, sol. Ti, sol. Okay, that was a nice workout. Okay, so but how about if we cannot hear our notes yet? So then in that case, we just play a triad and then we sing and play at the same time. So we are kind of creating the memory. Do, mi, and that's perfectly fine. Yeah, so but we are just at the level that we are actually just creating the musical memories. Now after we have worked for a while, yeah, and since we have been working here online for a while, yeah, I'm going to the next level, which is just playing a triad, then singing without playing, do, mi, and then checking. Okay, so and it depends, yeah. It doesn't matter which level you are working in. Sometimes we feel that we really got our notes and a few here and there go off, yeah, and then we have to go back into earlier practice. Okay, excellent. We have done diatonic thirds in major keys. Okay, good. Now, I would like to do something else. We have plenty of time. And instead of doing, I want to work with my chromatic scales. Chromatic scales. And why chromatic scales? Because they are so useful. Yeah, and just with one scale, we cover all the, one moment, let me set my scales up. Yeah, just with one scale. Yeah, we cover the whole movable do system. Yeah, in the movable do system, then of course it gets linked with our jazz harmony or chord scale harmony. Yeah, that's a better term. So now we're gonna work in B flat. You see, in B flat, B flat is our do. And then everything is going to be in relationship to B flat. All the chromatic notes ascending and all the chromatic notes descending are going to be in B flat. We are going to work in two different levels. I don't know if I can do the second level. The first level is what we have done before. We're going to play a pedal for treble clef. And then we're going to sing while we play. Do, di, re, mi. Okay, that would be what we're gonna do first. Second level is once we internalize those chromatic scales really well, then we're gonna play a pedal, but we're gonna sing. We're only gonna touch the notes. Yeah, so still we're creating a kinesthetic connection, yeah, between the notes and the notes we're hearing. Yeah, but we're gonna sing them without playing like this. Do, di, re, mi, fa. Let's check fa. Fi, sol, si, let's check. La, li, ti, do. And hopefully we are in tune. Yeah, hopefully we didn't get off. Okay, so this is way more difficult. Yeah, but so we're gonna do a warm up first. Okay, we're gonna start. Do, di, re. Si, la, li, ti, do. If you notice, I was playing the bass all the time to tell us, okay, I'm in B flat, I'm in B flat, yeah, and also to create that sound of the root of the key center, okay? So now we're gonna go descending. Do, ti, te, la, le, sol, se, fa, mi, me, re, ra, do. Okay, let's do it again. We're gonna practice again. And then we're gonna try to sing without the piano. Let's see if we can do it. But now we're gonna practice once more. Do, di, re, mi, fa, fi, sol, si. Descending. Do, ti, te, la, le, sol, se, fa, mi, me, re, ra, do. Okay. Now, we're gonna see if we really can hear this chromatic scale. So we're gonna play only the root, but we're gonna sing without playing. And hopefully we're gonna be in tune. Well, we're still going to touch the notes, and the purpose of touching the notes while we sing is still to create kind of a kinesthetic feel connection. Yeah, that then it's going to be extremely useful when we improvise or compose. Here we go. Do, di, re, mi, fa, fi, sol, si, la, okay, we were in tune. Now we're gonna go descending. Do, ti, te, la, le, sol, se, fa, mi, me, re, ra, do. Okay, we were in tune. So now we're gonna work with our bass clef. Yeah, let's work with bass clef. And we're gonna play a triad. That's gonna be our, how we're gonna set up the key center in our minds. We're gonna just play a triad here, and we're gonna play a bass line. It doesn't matter in which octave. You even could play it down an octave if you have to. So here we go. We're gonna sing and play. Do, di, re, mi, fa, fi, sol, si, la. descending. Do, ti, te, la, le, sol, se, fa, mi, me, re, ra, do. Okay, let's do it again. But how about if now we're gonna sing, but without playing the bass line? But still, we're gonna play the notes, so we create kind of a kinesthetic, kind of hand-feeling connection, yeah, to what we hear and what we're playing. Yeah, you already can see how that is gonna be very useful if we're improvising. Yeah. So here we go. Do, di, re, re, mi, fa, fi, sol, si, la, li, ti, do. Yes, we were in tune, now descending. And do, ti, te, la, le, sol, se, fa, mi, me, re, ra, do. Okay, good. Yeah, so that was a good workout actually. Yeah, and now what are we gonna do now? I want to work with some basic. Yeah, why don't we work with a chord tutorial? Chord tutorial. And let me see, what are we gonna do? I want to work with this chord progression. Yeah, I want to work with this chord progression. And we have a 1 5 1 4 1 5 4 1. And this chord progression actually I found it in a few different songs. I think that one of the easiest and most fun way to work with chords and chord progression is if we can kind of connect them to different songs that we hear on the radio, that we hear everywhere. Yeah, so there we have this chord progression 1 5 1 4 1 5 4 1. Okay, and where have I heard this chord progression? I've heard it. Whoops. In this song by Bob Marley, Three Little Birds. Yeah, it's a great song. It's a fun song. And there is another group that actually did a remake, and that is Maroon 5. Yeah, and the video is really fun to watch. Okay, so, but now we're gonna go back and we're gonna work with our chord progression in one moment. And let's work in the key of F. Okay, gonna work in the key of, one moment. Where am I here? Okay, so here we are in the key of C. I think my key of F is not really the key of F. I think I put everything in the key of C. No problem, because I don't want to do key of C. I want to do another key. So how about if we work in the key of B flat? Yeah, B flat. That's even better. So we're gonna start with our chords. We have a 1, root position, 5, first inversion. But the first inversion, it relates to our right hand voicing. Yeah, the left hand is always gonna play just the root. So here we go. We're gonna have 1, 5, 1 in root position. Now we're we're gonna go to the 4 to E flat in second inversion. Back to 1, 5 in first inversion, 4 in second inversion, and back to 1. Okay, so now we are going to play with a backup track. I just have to find, where did I put it? Okay, here it is. And while it loads, sometimes it takes a bit to load. No. One moment. Okay. Let me see that the audio is fine. Yes, it is fine. Let me play a couple measures just to make sure that my audio is fine. Okay, I think it sounds good. Yeah, so we're gonna practice again. Let's just read it without the backup track. So we have 1 in root position, 5 first inversion, 1 root, 4 second, 1 root, 5 first, 4 second, 1 root. Okay, and now we're gonna play with the band. And here we go. Okay, so one of the reasons I wrote all the chords with whole notes, I didn't write any groove or any rhythmic comping, is so that we just focus on the chord progression. Yeah, we just focus on the voice leading, and then we can add, we can rhythmicize it in whatever way that we feel, and we even can change our rhythmic patterns and our comping patterns. Yeah, but still the voice leading is gonna be the same. Yeah, so that was the purpose of writing those exercises this way. Now we're gonna go to first inversion. Again, when I talk about first inversion, I'm talking about the voicing, the chord progression, the voice leading, the right hand is gonna play. The left hand is gonna just play the roots, the actual roots of the chord. Okay, so why don't we start? B flat, 1, first inversion. F, which is the 5 in the key of B flat, second inversion. Back to 1, B flat, first inversion. Now the 4th degree is in root position. Back to 1, first inversion. F, second. 4, root position. And 1 B flat first inversion. Also, if you noticed, yeah, we start in all those pop rock progressions, we start with a certain chord in a certain position. We go through the whole chord progression and we end up on the same chord in the same position. Yeah, so there is an advantage to that, and that is to explore a certain voice leading pattern. Yeah, we're going to explore voice leading patterns on all different keys, going from root to root, first to first, second to second. Yeah, and that's extremely useful. Okay, now we're going to play this pattern with the backup tracking. Here we go. Okay, now we're gonna go to second inversion. Okay, good. So we have second inversion. Again, second inversion only for the right hand. Left hand is gonna just play the root motion of the progression. So 1, B flat, second. Then going to 5, F, root. Back to B flat, 1, second inversion. Now we go to the fourth of a key, E flat. First inversion. We're going back to the 1 of the key, B flat, second inversion. We go to F, root position. E flat, first inversion. And we end on B flat, second inversion. Okay, so that's our chord progression, and we're gonna play. Okay, that was our chord progression of the day, yeah, and we got this chord progression from Bob Marley, yeah, Bob Marley. One moment, what am I doing here? Okay, and now we're gonna move on. I would like to do a couple things today. I'm sorry. I would like to do a couple things today. First, I would like to work with some new triads. Okay, well, they are not new, but we haven't worked with this triad yet. And I wanna put them in order. So I wanna work with my Sus4 triad. Sus4 triad. And one moment. And I want to take this Sus4 triad through different cycles. I don't want to do cycle of fourth or cycle of fifth because we have done those two cycles many times. I want to move on. I want to do something new. I want to do a cycle of minor thirds. So we always go clockwise. Okay, let's just check this cycle. What is the cycle? How does it move? We go to C, E flat, F sharp, A, D flat, E, G, B flat, D, F, A flat, B, and we finish in C. And we're gonna take our Sus4 in root position, Do, Fa, Sol, Do, Fa, Sol. And there are several ways to work, yeah, with our triads. But here I want to emphasize two levels. Yeah, one is more foundational level in which we're gonna build and we're gonna sing our chords. I didn't write them out. Yeah, so we only have the chord symbol and we have here the intervals and the solfege configuration. Why? So that we develop the ability to be able to see all our chords in all keys without having to read. Okay? Good. And I think this is one of the best ways. So we're going to use two things. We're going to use intervals. Oh, this is my root, this is my fourth, this is my fifth. And then we're going to use solfege. Oh, this is do, this is fa, and this is sol. So we're working also on movable do. We're working with intervals. We're working with many different levels, and we force ourselves, yeah, to be able to create those chords in all different keys without having them written down for us. Yeah, and we're just going to figure them out. Okay, so here we go. Do, fa, sol. Now we're gonna move to E flat. Do, fa, sol. F sharp. Do, fa, sol. A. D flat, do, fa, sol, E, do, fa, sol, G, do, fa, sol, B flat, do, fa, sol. We're going to go to D. Do, fa, sol, F. Do, fa, sol, B flat. No, we were in F, A flat, sorry. I was forgetting, I was not following the cycle. A flat. Do, fa, sol, and one more, B. We finish on C. Okay, so that's very good, but now we're gonna take it to another level. Once we are comfortable with a foundational level of building the chords note for note, singing them and then playing them, we can just play them, yeah? And we can play our triad. We're gonna go through this cycle, yeah? Or should we change cycles? Let's change cycles, I hear. Okay. Some of my students are writing, change cycle, change cycle. Okay, we're gonna change cycles. Now we're in this cycle of minor thirds descending. So we have a C, A, G flat, E flat, B, A flat, F, D, B flat, G, E, D flat, and we finish on C. And what we're gonna do is I'm going to play this triad, left hand root and right handed triad, and I'm just gonna go through this cycle. So here we go, we're gonna go together. I'm gonna call the keys before playing. C, A, G flat, it doesn't matter which register, E flat, B, A flat, F, D, B flat, G, E, D flat, and C. Okay. Yeah, that's a nice way of working with our chords. Good. Yeah, and every class I want to explore a different chord and a different inversion through different cycles, and we're gonna play them. We're gonna always start with a foundational level of just playing each note, and then we're gonna take it more like a performance workout. Yeah, through all 12 keys and different cycles. Good. Now I want to play a new salsa piano pattern. And let me get my audio. And where is my audio? Okay, just please wait for me. Okay, good. Here we have it. And what is this? What is this? This is an analysis, because I was just playing and playing, you know, some chord progressions, some chords, and some of my students were asking me, Carlos, you know, I just feel I'm going through this monkey sees, monkey does methods. Can you explain me a little bit of everything that you are doing? And yes, yeah, I can. Yes, we can. Okay, so we're gonna take this pattern, yeah, and what do we have here? We have a successive 2 5s that actually resolve into a key. So we have an E minor 7 to an A7, so that's a 2 5. So we have an E flat to an A flat, that's another 2 5, a D minor 7 to a G, then we resolve into the 1. Okay, so now we're gonna analyze this piece, okay? So, number 1, we're in the key of C, yeah, we're in the key of C. And we're gonna end up here on the key of C. So you have a bracket, yeah, you have a bracket between 2 chords. So you have a bracket between the E minor 7 and the A7, and that means that there is a 2 5 relationship. If we are working with jazz harmony or chord scale harmony, the 2 5 relationships are very important because they're all over the place. And not just in jazz standards, but in pop and rock and everywhere you're gonna see those 2 5s. Okay? So then on the next chord, we have this E flat minor 7 to an A flat 7. And on green letters, I wrote relative to minor sub 5 7 of 5. Okay, so which means this A flat 7 has a substitute dominant relationship to this 5. Oh boy, why did I get into this? Okay, what is a substitute dominant? We have primary dominance, we have secondary dominance, but we also have substitute dominance. Okay, so we're in the key of C. Our primary dominant would be a G7 that resolves to C, isn't it? Okay, and what it makes the G a dominant chord is a tritone. Yeah, the 3 and the flat 7. In this case, that resolves to the 1. But if there is another dominant chord that also shares this tritone, yeah, which is D flat. But now the meaning, the harmonic meaning gets reversed. The B is not the third. The B in D flat is now the flat 7 and the F is the 3. So that would be called a substitute dominant. In this case, the D flat will be a substitute dominant of 1 because it resolves chromatically by 1. And in jazz harmony, they always analyze with a dotted arrow. So you see my A flat is resolving into the G, so there is a dotted arrow, yeah, and we resolve into the G7. Still, we have a 2 5 relationship. Now, here in this measure, we have a D minor 7, G7, resolving into the 1. So this is a more easy to see. We have a 2 minor 7, 5 7 resolving to 1. But let's check here this A7. The A7 it works, or even, yeah, in the key of C, it's working as a 5 of 2 is a secondary dominant of the 2nd degree. So the A is kind of resolving above those 2 chords into the D minor 7. So it's sometimes jazz theoreticians, they call it a delay resolution. Yeah, we have a delay resolution. We have this E flat minor 7 to A7, and then we have the D minor 7 going to G. Okay. Yeah, so that's why you have that arrow and goes above those 2 chords. Okay. And each of those dominants, yeah, the A7 has its relative 2. The A flat 7 has its relative 2. This G7 as a relative 2. Okay. Okay, so that's a good overview of our chord progression. But now we have something else here. We have the top notes in purple. Yeah, I don't know if any of you studied Schenkerian analysis. Heinrich Schenker. That was something I had to take when I was in New England Conservatory, and I studied with one of his students. Yeah, and it was a very unique way of seeing and deconstructing music. Anyways, this is not Schenkerian analysis by any means, yeah, but I'm just borrowing some ideas. Yeah, we're just seeing how the notes are moving. Yeah, so here we're in the key of C, and here we have this D that is moving into a C sharp, not resolving, moving, yeah, because it's gonna move someplace else. Then it changes to an enharmonic spelling to a D flat, yeah, and then it moves to a C, yeah, a C, which is the third. So here we have a flat 7, yeah, flat 7 moving to the 3 of A. Then it changes harmonic meaning. D flat is the flat 7 of the E flat. Then it moves to the 3 of A flat. Yeah, and then here we have the C that also changes again, harmonic meaning. We have a flat 7 of the D. And we go to a B. And we are on 1. Okay? So why is that important? Let's say if you really look at some Montunos that are very nicely crafted, you're going to see that beautiful voice leading, and of course then the player breaks the voice leading, yeah, by kind of to attract more energy or to create a certain effect, yeah. And one of my favorite Montunos that I always admire is by Papo Luca from La Sonora Ponceña. Okay, now we are in 2/3 clave. Okay, so I put P and P. What is P? It is just the pulse or downbeat. I should have put that dB or whatever. Yeah, it means that in the 2/3 clave, I'm gonna emphasize the downbeat, and I'm gonna emphasize the downbeat here. Yeah, so if I play this progression, it's gonna be. Good, so we are going to play now. Let's play this progression, but let's play slowly. I'm gonna take it to 132 beats per minute. Yeah, so that's kind of slow. And here we go. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna play together. Yeah, we're gonna play this progression. Let's play it 4 times and then we end. 1, 2. We're gonna play, but without the analysis version. I have a clean version. Okay, we're gonna use the clean version. It's so much easier to follow and easier to see. Now let's take it up a notch. Yeah, we're gonna go up to 148 beats per minute. And here we go. 1, 2, 3. Fun with this. Now we're gonna take it up a notch. How about let's go to 154 beats per minute. And here we go. 3. Take it up another notch. Let's go to 168, no, 164. Yeah, that's a good tempo. And here we go. Good. So now let's take it up a notch again. Let's go to 172 beats per minute. The faster than we go, then the lighter that we have to have our wrists. Otherwise, we're going to hurt ourselves. Yeah. And also, it's nice to have that light touch. Yeah, when we play Montuno, at least that's my liking. And when I see some really good Latin jazz and salsa pianists, that I enjoy, they have a very loose wrist. Okay, so here we go. Okay, now we're gonna take it to, let's take it to 184 beats per minute. Okay, if we can play 184, I think we have accomplished something today. So we did a lot today. Yeah, we did our ear training, intervals, voicings, salsa tutorials. Yeah, sus to chords. Yeah, so that was fun. One moment. So thank you for being with me in this live broadcast. We covered a lot of material, and we're going to continue to do so in our next class. I'll see you next week, same time, same channel. Until then, have a wonderful week, practice your instrument every day, and listen and play lots of good music. See you next week.